Hello.
Hello and welcome everyone. We have with us Ms. Smriti Mandhana, Vice Captain in Indian Cricket Team. Usual drill, phones on silent. Follow-up question, please raise your hand. Yeah, who wants to go in first?
First. Hi. There are a few injury/availability concerns regarding your team, so I'm going to just ask it in one go. Harman, first of all, is she fit and available for selection tomorrow?
Yeah, she's doing fine and she'll be fine for tomorrow, yeah.
Pooja Vastrakar.
Pooja, I think medical team is still, working on her, so the update will come only tomorrow during the match. But yeah, I don't think I can say anything at the moment.
And Radha Yadav, we've seen her...
She's not injured?
She's not injured. No, she's not injured. But just her availability, we've seen her bare minimum participation in the warm-up games as well. I'm sure there's some strategy behind it, but, what's her status like in terms of, availability for match selection?
I think the only person who wasn't available for the last match was Pooja. Everyone is fit and ready to play. So there's no availability issues for anyone else. So that's...
Hi Smriti, all the best for tomorrow's match.
Thank you.
In the first match, we saw the batting lineup go as was described before by Amol sir. But in the match against Pakistan, Jemima Kemetri and Harman went back to her original position. Just want to understand what's the thinking behind it, and did conditions and opposition play any role in that decision?
See, definitely, I think the wicket condition, the ground conditions is a lot different to what we thought when we came here. So definitely, just depends on the match situation, who we are playing, and how the wicket is playing, and what score we are chasing as well. I think that also is a big consideration. So I wouldn't say that it was all done and it was all planned, but yeah, I think it all depends on how the wicket is playing, what we are chasing, and all of that. So I'm sure that we'll keep that in consideration and decide on the batting order.
Smriti, you've played one game in the night under lights, one game in the afternoon. Are the conditions drastically different playing under lights as to in the afternoon, and how does that kind of change your approach as a batting unit?
The heat, yes. The conditions, yeah, I don't see. I think except the New Zealand match, we haven't seen any team go over 140 in the whole tournament. 135, 140, be it a day game or the night game, says a lot about the conditions. I wouldn't say it changes massively in terms of the wicket or the conditions, the outfield especially. So I wouldn't say that it's a massive difference, just that about of course the weather, the heat is a lot more, but yeah, I think from the time we came here for the first 2-3 days, we felt a lot more hot, but now I think it's gotten better, feels more like an Indian condition now, so it's not as bad as we thought. Even yesterday, last match, I think we thought it would be a lot more hotter than it was actually when we were playing. So I wouldn't say it changes a lot of things. Definitely maybe 10 or 15 runs here and there, depends on how you bat, but yeah, that's...
Hi Smriti, good luck for tomorrow.
Thank you.
This net run rate has become one buzzword now for Group A. So what I wanted to ask you was, in a lot of cases we see the bulk of that responsibility comes down to the openers, and you and Shafali have had a decent year in terms of how much you all have gotten into sync over the years. How much of that is a conversation the two of you are having, or when you're planning a batting innings, whether you chase or you go first? Is that now going to be playing at the back of your minds?
It definitely was last match, but as I said, the conditions are a lot different to what you expect as a batter. So you are probably thinking to get that run rate high, and also firstly you have to win the match first. That's the first priority for us. So I think it's a balance between trying to find out what's the best for the team. Of course, in the last match, I started off fine, but then later on I consumed a few dot balls, which was a little irritating for me. But yeah, I think having said that, I think as batters we have to be really smart. We can't just go out there thinking that we are going to take on this bowling lineup and we are just going to cruise, because of course the conditions and the outfield is a lot different. So yeah, I think we have to keep that net run rate in mind. But first is of course winning the match, and definitely then going on and thinking about the net run rate. So yeah, of course the group is definitely a lot tricky. We've had, but yeah, I think it's just the start. I think we don't want to go ahead thinking a lot about what will happen, but yeah, one day at a time. And if at all tomorrow there's a place where we think about the net run rate, of course, we'll be trying to get it first. But I think the win is the priority.
Take last two questions. Okay, last one.
Chalo, we're done.
Hi, Smriti.
Hello.
There was a lot of talk before that conditions will suit the Asian teams, especially India, but other countries are adapting better than the Asian countries. So how you are looking towards it? Are the conditions worse for Asian teams?
Okay. I'm sure the first match definitely didn't go the way we planned. But having said that, we won't shy away from taking that responsibility that we did not step up to play good cricket on that particular day. As batting order, as bowling, I think we couldn't deliver. Had that one off bad day where sometimes you just come and want to do everything, but you're not able to get over the line. But having said that, I don't think that Asian teams are not able to adjust to the conditions. I'm sure that the other teams as well are not, like, I don't see any 170 odd score on the board that the other teams are getting used to the conditions. So I don't see the question in that way. But yeah, definitely I think the brand of cricket which we want to play, definitely I would say that the first match we could not do that. Even in the second match, I wouldn't say we played 100% of our cricket. I'm sure we are still better than what we have been playing, and I think it's just one day at a time, just keep doing your stuff. And I wouldn't say that the conditions, anyone's getting used to it or no. I think these conditions, you have to understand your cricket very well, be very smart, and know what shots to play and which shots to play. So I don't see any difference in Asian teams or the other teams. It's all, I wouldn't agree to that.
One final.
Hello again. We saw in the previous game, because the batting order was discussed already, when Harman slotted back in 4, we saw Sajna coming in. Obviously, Pooja was sitting out the game, so Sajna was able to get a game in and she got a bat, but we didn't see her bowling. So can you just tell me a little bit about, maybe, is that going to be something that, I know you told us that we'll figure out about Pooja later, but in case that happens, in case Pooja has to sit out another game for her own good, do we see Sajna getting a game again, or will you have someone like maybe Yastika or Hemlata who've been tried in that batting order for a while now, but potentially getting a look in? Can you tell us anything about that?
I think before a match, you don't want to give a lot of these things out, but yeah, I think as I said, Pooja has been monitored, so we'll take a call on all of that tomorrow morning. And yeah, I don't think Sajna did anything bad. 1 ball 4 runs is not a bad start. So sab bol do. I think if your 5 main bowlers are bowling the way they did yesterday, you don't need 6th one. But having said that, there might be a game condition where there might be a day off for a bowler. Then you don't know what can happen in a game of cricket. It's a funny game. So I won't say a yes, I won't say a no. But so I wouldn't rule out that option as well. But as I said yesterday, the bowlers, all the 5 bowlers did their job, and they were amazing. So if that happens, that's perfect for us. That would be great, and I hope that everyone wishes for that.
Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Thank you.